You guys sent this to me and said, yo, BX, we need you to watch this. I was like, nah, son. And then y'all was like, come on. I was like, all right. Like, all right, man. I was like, I like Crowder, man. Let's see what he got to say. The name of this video is It's Time to Stop. This sounds like it's about to be intense. I will be speeding this up a little bit. If you want to watch the full video uninterrupted, normal speed, check out Crowder, man. Check him out, man. He's a dope channel, dope ass content creator. All right, let's get straight into this. Hit the like button. And also, if you want to engage in the fun and watch this live with me, man, to bring your ass to, I shouldn't have cursed in the first few seconds. Well, I don't think they're going to count that. They might count that. Bring yourself to BXBeastBoy reactions, man, where we be having fun reacting to this stuff live. Let's go.
So stopbigcon.com now exists to begin with. It's been a while.
Tell me if it's too fast, guys. Tell me if it's too fast. I hope not.
Either this has to stop, or I'm going to have to stop. Either this, what I'm about to discuss, has to stop.
Appreciate that.
Or I don't know. This
you got great teeth.
This may just not be for me anymore. So let me explain. Give me a few minutes of your time because context matters here. I ask that you don't skip ahead. It won't take very long. This has been a long time coming. This is a conversation that I've actively avoided, sidestepped.
It won't take long. This is a 30-minute video.
And I've hoped and prayed that it not be necessary behind the scenes for a long while, but that's no longer possible. So if you've watched for the last decade, you know that I've always made it clear that we here at Mug Club are in the business of serving you.
That's funny.
The viewer, you watching, listening right now. I've also made it clear that I wouldn't be in the business of attacking other conservatives, regardless of disagreements or personal issues. And I've always explained my logic was relatively simple. I believe that the world was better with more voices out there rather than less, regardless of minute differences, considering the magnitude of the battle that we are genuinely fighting for our country right now. But for the first time, I have to say that I believe many of those in charge in the right-leaning media are actually at odds with what's best for you, the viewer, the customer, and more importantly, the country. We here at
You talking about the right? Holy smokes. Oh, he calling out the right? Let me see what he got to say.
We thought that we were all in this together, that we were fighting the media, entertainment, industrial complex. We thought that we were all genuinely taking it to big tech. But too many of those in charge of the big conservative platforms are verifiably in bed with them. Big tech is in bed with Big Con. The people you thought, the people I thought were fighting for you, a lot of it has been a big con. Now,
this is Daily Wire that he trying to be coming at? That he is coming at? Or going at? Wow.
Specifically avoiding naming names or going after individuals in this video, because I genuinely hope that those I'm addressing, and you know who you are, have a change of heart. It's never too late to do the right thing. Guys, this is a genuine plea. We can all do better. We can all do better. It doesn't have to be this way. And please, don't make me have to provide receipts. Now, to the others out there who have now been able to verify.
No, provide receipts. Hell yeah. Provide receipts. We needs that. What are you talking about? That we want to see the receipts. Come on, bro. See, you got my voice going high. My voice is now, hold on. Me. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. But all right. My voice is, you got my voice going high and whatnot, crowd. Show the receipts, bro. I want to see the receipts. If this is for Daily Wire, I got to see those receipts.
Have been locked into exploitative contracts that I have the luxury of not having to sign, which is why I'm doing this. Those of you out there who've been locked into this and you know what I'm talking about, stay tuned. I've got something for you before this video is done. So there are a few points to address. Now, many, but not all of the suits running the business of big conservative, big con, at best don't share your values and at worst are taking advantage of your good graces. And as I've experienced it behind the scenes, I've watched our country be harmed as a result. So Mug Club, professionally, it's meant everything to us here. Personally too, but professionally, you are the entire reason for your ability to create this kind of content truly independently for the last 6 years. But when I started doing, right-leaning, like comedy entertainment videos in 2009, maybe it was 2008.
Yeah, y'all know I like me some Candace, man. Y'all know I rock with Candace. Heavy. So I'm paying close attention to what he got to say.
Really didn't have a plan. I didn't know the blueprint because there was no blueprint. I didn't know the ceiling because no one with this kind of content had ever really even tried it. It was you, Mug Club, you watching, supporting, who created the ceiling. And you made it clear that all of you were going to keep raising it. All I knew back then was that I was a conservative, I was a Christian, and there's nothing out there for someone like me. Not on cable, not on radio, certainly not on YouTube. And back then, that was really the only video play.
I kind of feel like that for me, not to inject myself into that, but yeah, like I'm conservative as far as how I see my views on society. Within your household, do what you want. You know what I mean, right? So I feel like an oddball when it comes to anything that even seems like political or just social commentary, which is why I do it so much, because I feel like there's no one else like that's more like me like I'm a weird person that's into it. So I don't know. So I do feel like that. I get what he's saying.
Platform. Live streaming wasn't really even a thing.
And I got my supporters that's rocking with me. That's rocking.
All I wanted to do was to set out to create the kind of content, the kind of show that I always wished had existed when I was growing up. And I hope that there would be enough of you out there like me. Here's the thing. I was told that there weren't.
That's real.
I was told by the powers that be that you didn't exist. I was told that the only way to make a living in this business was to cater to older conservative generations, and that comedy, that entertainment, that edgy quote unquote content didn't work on the right side of the spectrum. An entertainment show would never work. All of you are the only reason that we hear were even remotely vindicated. And Mug Club sealed it. I remember exactly where I was when I thought up the idea of Mug Club. I remember who I was with. I remember what I was eating. I remember why. I could see the writing on the wall back then, the big tech censorship on the horizon, the diminishing advertising revenue day by day, and I knew full well that demonetization from these platforms, it was inevitable. But I wasn't really sure that this would work. At that point in time, getting anyone to subscribe to anything was pretty much impossible. Everything on the internet was basically free except for pornography. Even Netflix, the only player in the space at the time, between shipping DVDs of Poltergeist 3, they were struggling with online streaming. But I found a great partnership back then, a partnership with a company called CRTV, which later purchased The Blaze and used that name going forward. And on election night, 2016.
I don't think he's with The Blaze, right? Didn't he split with the Blaze? I think I've read about that or something of that nature.
So many of you signed up at the back end of our site crashed. We couldn't handle it. And it only grew from there. Now, I want to be clear about something. This video here, it's not about The Blaze. When they were purchased by CRTV, the company's goals, their vision simply grew further apart from mine, from ours here. It just wasn't the right fit. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about some things and the handling of Mug Club leaving, and that's why we launched mugclubforever.com, where you can sign up just to be able to reach you. This really isn't about that, so I want to create some separation here. Business relationships end all the time, that's business. But I was in a period to field offers from other people, other key players in this movement. They flooded in. Now, before you guess who is, before you start trying to do some Sherlock Holmes work, there are far more people beneath the tip of the iceberg than you know about who are trying to get into the space. There are more than you would probably assume. So I went into free agency. I looked over the offers.
Independent.
And I saw the clause come out. And I don't just mean unreasonable demands for control, but what I would argue are immoral terms that actually punish conservative content creators on behalf of big tech. And that's something that I just couldn't unsee. And I want to, it's not the exception. It's the rule.
Come on, give me some details, bro. That sounds crazy. I'm about the independence. Give me some details.
Kids out there coming up. We need to build a bench here in this movement. It's almost impossible. Don't sign these contracts. I now know what you are signing out there. I have the luxury of not having to. I don't have to be here. I don't have to say this. Please don't sign this. Certainly not without professional legal counsel representation. Do not sign something that includes, let me go through this. Effectively, full ownership of.
Who sent them these contracts? Wow. Who sent him these contracts? They trying to own his whole business.
All your social media platforms, channels.
I need to make an email list. I had a text list, but that started getting expensive. Trains ain't free. But I think I can get a free email list. I think I got to make one. I got to make an email list.
In perpetuity, the rights to your content, name, image, likeness, even the ones that you've built. Don't sign contracts out there that include multi-million-dollar penalties for different. Let me read you an example of what I mean. And this would be if it was me. If a creator fails to deliver a monthly content in any month or any of the quarterly content in the corner, including any and all ad reads, and by the way, all these contracts came with 3, 4, 5 ad reads per show, which would fundamentally change what this show is.
Crazy.
Get those dollar bills.
That's crazy. Wow.
If I failed to do that, it would be a $250,000 reduction in fee per quarter. If, let's say, we did do everything per quarter, but annually, maybe miss something. Like, let's say we're going to change my mind instead of a daily show, which of course requires a lot more work. It'd be a separate $1 million penalty for that if you miss a single piece.
What if you got suspended? Because I know Crowder begins suspended a lot. Shoot, me too. I get suspended a lot. What if you get suspended? Would they still charge you or like deduct that pay? And that's big money. That's a loss. What if you got a team that you have to like pay? Because I know they're not providing the team, right? And this is, so are you telling me this is a Daily Wire contract? This is what this look like? This is what like Candace Owens and all these other people are assigned to? Whoa. Well, we if this is, we don't have all the details, right? This is only one portion.
Piece of content. And the amount of content required is not in line with, frankly, it's worse than Disney. It's worse than ABC. It's worse than NBC. It's worse than CBS. This is ownership of you and everything that you do. But here's, just to drive it home, don't sign something that has another $100,000 daily penalty if it's not signed off on beforehand. You get hit by a car, you have a sick day.
Daily? They said daily? Daily. So if you had a sick day and you couldn't show up to do your podcast or whatever they expected you to do, your live content, daily, a daily, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. That's nuts, is what that is. Wow.
$100,000 a day.
100,000. They would dock you $100,000 if you have an emergency.
Hey, anyone wonder why there's burnout in this? Anyone wonder why you have kids come up and they leave and never come back? You think if you had that kind of a penalty, think if someone said, hey, we're going to penalize you $10,000 every day you miss coming to work, you think you'd be stressed?
Man, people do that all the time, like where they have creative burnout and they don't go. Like the other day when I was live streaming for like 7 hours a day, bro, like every day last week. Man, on Sunday, I was like, I can't do it. I'm going to edit some videos and I need to get some rest. I need to get some rest so I could be able to get back on and then switch things up and go harder. You know what I mean? So imagine they was like, BX, you about to get docked. I'm like, what? What you mean? I got to go to the doctor? No. You should have took your ass to the doctor. But no. You getting docked $100,000. $100,000 because you missed a day.
I'm sick of worrying about the government. I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
I ain't got it. What you mean? What you mean? I might start taking my hoodie off. What you talking about? What you talking about? You trying to bully me? You trying to bully some money out of me? Yo, listen here, Ben. Listen here. I don't know. No, what you talking about? I'm from the Bronx, my man. You ain't gonna muscle me out of no 100,000. We're gonna be squaring up in that P. And then that's where Michael Knowles gonna sideline me. And then he gonna stumble. I'm joking. But no, man, that's crazy. What? 100,000?
This is worse than the left frames their contracts. Again, of course I didn't sign any of these things. But I now know what other kids are signing out there. And here's the worst part. Yeah, that's terrible. I think it's, I just think that's wrong to treat people that way. But this is where, in going through this, and I need to take some time because, look, I've always tried to be a happy warrior, and I want to go back to that. I haven't been happy for a while.
Look, he's saying that, at least this is what I'm thinking, is that he didn't sign this, right? It seems like that he wanted to. What I want to know is, when did he receive this contract? He was about to sign with Daily Wire? That's crazy. I didn't know he signed with Daily Wire, if he is signed with Daily Wire at all, right? I need more details, but it seems like he's describing why he didn't sign this contract. Unless I'm tripping. We don't know who it is. It could be. All right, so insinuation, my bad. Allegedly. I don't want to, fans. Fam, allegedly. We don't know who it is. My bad. I said Daily Wire mad times. But allegedly, Daily Wire. It could be a bunch of people. This is speculation as hell. Yo, this is mad I want to know more details, man. I want to know more, man. This is, come on. I gotta know more. Yes, we don't know who it is. It could be the Daily Wire, but we don't know yet. You right. So we know. All right, everything is hypothetical. I think I said that in the beginning of this. It's all hypothetical. We don't know, right? It could be the Daily Wire. I'm never going to get a deal with the Daily Wire. They're going to be like, we got this archive footage of you going crazy. I'm like, we didn't know yet. We was just discussing. It was a discussion. This is a discussion video, guys. We don't know yet. We don't know who this is. Could be the Daily Wire, though. There's a possibility he's saying on the right. He's saying on the right, man. We don't know. Oh, man, I'm high. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. I really do. I hope y'all enjoying it.
I'm happy.
I'm having too much fun. I'm having a good time when this is some serious ish.
For a while, because when you know what goes on behind these scenes, and you see how many people are complicit, it creates an air of hopelessness. It really does.
Yeah, now they really gonna jump me. If I imagine I go to an event, Ben Shapiro pull up, Michael Knowles pull up out the shadows. What's happening? And then that's when Matt Walsh come out another shadow. Man, where the hell you come from, man? Is Candace here? They're like, nah. I'm like, nah. All right, what y'all about to do, jump me? What y'all about to do? Whip me out? About to whip me out? All right, I'll take my my lashings for joking on y'all. My bad.
It does. We think the people who are supposed to be linking arms and fighting with you, fighting for you, want to punish you. So here's the worst part. Do not, kids, under any circumstances, sign a contract with people who claim to be conservative, but will penalize you 25% for any demonetization or sponsor boycott. Look, let me read this to you. If any of the major platforms, oh no, sorry, that's the second one. Let me go back to the first one. There's another 20%. It's 45%. You get a content strike. Let's start with the demonetization.
Easy.
If blank is boycotted or dropped by more than 50% of the advertising partners.
Okay, this is what I wanted to know. Monetization. So if you, so you get suspended from strikes. They charge you for getting suspended. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's crazy.
The company is not able to replace them within 90 days. The fee will be reduced by 25%. That's a sponsorship boycott. So that's saying, hey, liberals, boycotts work. They work on our guys. We'll punish them for you. Let me go on. Specifically, YouTube demonetization. If any of the major platforms issues a content strike such that Crowder cannot be monetized on such platform, and the company is not able to resolve the issue within 90 days, the fee will be reduced by 25% moving forward. Now, I thought this was a mistake because, these people maybe didn't know who I am, that we've been demonetized for 3 years. No, it's made very clear to me. No.
Yo, that's the first thing that come out of Matt's mouth. Everybody surrounding me. What's a woman? If you answer this correctly, we gonna let you go. If you say something crazy, we gonna mollywop you. I'm gonna have to give the correct answer, man. What is a woman? Candace Owens. For the win. That's my answer. Family Feud. Yo, you think they gonna let me pass? They're like, you shall pass. That was a good answer. That was a good one. We never heard that answer, but that was nice. That was a good one. Go ahead. You shall pass. That's gonna be the secret code. If they ever about to jump you, don't steal my answer. Don't take my answer, y'all. That's mine. I made that.
No uncertain terms. This is what's sent out to everybody.
Hit the like button, man.
And then if you get a strike, meaning a suspension, another 20% reduction. And then another 20% of it happens on Apple. And then another 10% of it happens on Facebook. And then another 10% of it happens on Spotify.
Yo, y'all making me
imagine you're deplatformed, as we've seen in the past, where all the major entities decide to remove you in one day. Rather than having a conservative alternative, you would now be down to 5 to 15% of the revenue of your contract.
That's messed up.
Think about this for a second. Those in charge, the big conservative, the big con, and it really is the biggest con going right now, they're making it known in their contracts that they will enforce the guidelines of big tech and punish conservatives on their behalf. Don't worry, Wojcicki. Trust me, these conservatives will stay in line. If they get demonetized, we take away 25% of their operating budget. Take another 20% away if they get a hard strike. Hey, don't worry, Zuckerberg. We've got your back. Hope to see you at the UFC.
That's what they're like. You shall pass. Wait. What year? That's his Super Bowl, pre-Super Bowl, post-Super Bowl. Which one? Why did I get married? That's one. Matt Walsh gonna start squinting. Why did I get married? Oh, okay. Old school. Okay. When she was doing the song. Sorry. Got you. You shall pass. They gonna move out the way. It's gonna be, you gotta say something that's bad, bro. That's the answer. You gotta say something that is fun.
The apex. Can you imagine if this show not only was never permitted to take risks for a contract as it relates to big tech guidelines, like as far as the content guidelines, right? There's content guidelines and there's advertiser guidelines. Can you imagine a world where this show could never take risks in relation to those guidelines? Don't say things like mRNA injections, election integrity, take your pick. But one step further, if this show had to be advertiser friendly on YouTube,
it'd be a wrap. Like no one's coming there for that. I mean, well, they're coming there for him, right? But they also come there for the honesty, the realness, right? Similar to me, right? I'm like baby level. Like, he right here. I'm like right here. He right here. But yeah, if you're not showing integrity and keeping it real and just telling it how it is, people will be like, that's not what the hell we came here for.
Those guidelines pretty much read, don't say anything offensive ever. Well, what's offensive? Right. Whatever is stuck in Susan Wojcicki's craw that day.
Everything's offensive nowadays.
I wish those at the top in big conservative, with granted, a lot of the money, wanted to do better, but they don't. That's why I've created stopbigcon.com, and you can be a signatory, and our plans therein. Look, like I said, I have the luxury of not signing this. I don't need it. I've been demonetized for years. We've adapted here precisely because of Mug Club.
Who is that contract from? Is it Daily Wire? Is it someone else? Who the hell sent that bogus ass contract? Like, we need names, bro. We need names. He know people gonna go crazy, like speculating.
The free content only exists because of those who subscribe. I promise you we won't do more than one sponsorship spot per show. I will keep my word on that until this show ends. Why? Because it's designed for you. It's not
my channel is sponsored by the Fang Gang, bro. I need to start doing that. I'm about to, in the middle of my videos, stop and be like, wait a minute, man. Got to run this ad real quick. Pick up some papers. This show has been brought to you by the Fang Gang. That's you guys. Close the paperwork. All right, let's get back into the show. I'm going to start doing that because you guys do deserve a lot of credit, man. Y'all guys are amazing. Man, you guys are awesome. I got the best supporters in the world in my eyes. So yeah, maybe I will start doing that as a joke. That'd be fire.
Designed for the sponsors. If it's 4, 5, 6, 7 sponsors, they're no longer the product. You're the product. So we've adapted here. I don't need this. We've been demonetized and we're not beholden to sponsors who might get boycotted because the sponsors that we have are going to go wherever we go anyway. We know that beyond any shadow of a doubt. That's the luxury of doing business honestly.
That's real.
And loyalty. But to the kids out there coming up who don't have that luxury, please don't sign these. You can do better. We can.
I think it's a business move. You think Crowder making a business move? Okay. I can see that. I can see that being an option.
All do better. And the only reason at this point for me to stay and continue doing what I've been doing is to make sure that we all do. That we all do better. So to everyone out there who refuses to sign or is under the cloud of these maybe not entirely enforceable contracts, look, here's your signal. Water's warm here. I'll produce your show. We'll produce your show. If there are enough of you out there, I will transition Mug Club into a full-scale network with independent content creators who don't want to be locked into slave contracts. Look, I understand that.
You lying. For real? Yeah, what you saying?
Water's warm here. I'll produce your show. We'll produce your show. If there are enough of you out there, I will transition Mug Club.
Now that'd be dangerous. That'd be dangerous. That'd be a Crowder produce Real Talk with BXBeastBoy would be that would be dangerous. That the world ain't ready for that, man. We ain't ready for that. Thank you, Tor. Appreciate that. Fang effing gang. Y'all nasty. Real talk, man. Let's, you know what? Let's throw the nasty song on. I feel like with the energy, this is going to uplift the mood, man. Let's throw the nasty song for these big companies that's out here trying to own your soul, man. And also a shout out to my supporters as well as Tor, man. Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
I gotta learn the amount of time it takes for the clip to play, and then I could get the timing and then be on some professional, like chilling when it come back. My bad. My shoulders was going. My bad. Thank you again for the support, guys.
Into a full-scale network with independent content creators who don't want to be locked into slave contracts. Look, I understand that business relationships sometimes fall through. People don't see eye to eye. I get that. But there's a way to structure these contracts and a network. There's a world in which contracts and a network exists where everyone benefits with some semblance of fairness, transparency. There's no need to be enslaved like this. If you're out there right now and you're making content work, on whatever scale that may be, there are levels to this game. I understand that. And you'd like to have some backup. You'd like to have some brothers, sisters, Z's and arms, some security without losing your shirt. Send your email to creators@louderwithcrowder.com and we'll talk. You want a partnership? Great.
What y'all think? You think an email should go out? You think something should go out? You think it should go out?
And probably work something out.
No.
You want the security of being an employee? You'll probably make that work too. There are many ways to skin this cat. And you know what? If Mug Club or whatever network it becomes isn't for you, if this isn't the right home for you, we have lawyers and representation who will negotiate your contract for you with anyone else out there at half the market rate.
You're probably looking for like big creators.
Why? Because I don't like this and I'm going to end this. We all need to end this together. I have plenty of friends. I could use a few enemies. There is strength in numbers. And if you watching right now, if you want a network that you can truly call your own, I just ask that you enter in your email at stopbigcon.com. Entering in your email makes you a signatory. It's a statement that you want, not just Mug Club, but you want a network that does better. So it's either time for Mug Club to go big or it's time for me to go home. I can't change this all by myself. I really can't. And frankly,
let me read this. You said, BX, that's what I was saying. I'm torn between joining Crowder or pushing Fang Gang or both. In all honesty, you don't have to choose at all. You can support whoever you like to support. You could definitely watch me and support my brand and help push my Fang Gang movement as well as Crowder. There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate his content and I still appreciate you guys, right? So yeah, you don't have to choose. It's not me or Crowder, you know what I mean? But as long as, you're rocking with me, and I appreciate that, man. Real talk. I appreciate all of you guys. So yeah, it's not a choice, man, of whose movement to support. You know what I mean?
Upstream with just this one show.
But shout outs to the Fang Gang, man. Let's get it. Come on, clap it up. Clap it up for my supporters, man. Clap. I said clap. There you go. There you go. Come on, man. Let's keep the mood going. Keep the mood going, man. I got the best supporters in the world. So shout outs to my supporters, the Fang Gang.
It's fuel and never. So either Mug Club grows and you start setting the standard for this movement. We write this shit. Or you know what? I'll go back to doing maybe occasional videos, stand up. I don't need to do this. It's that simple. My life would be less complicated. I just want you to think about this for a second. There's a reason that if you felt this way, let me put it this way, and I've heard feedback from you. If you feel in your gut that a lot of conservative content out there feels homogenous, feels sanitized, feels like...
I do put out a lot of content. I put out content like crazy. That's all my channels. I'll be raining content. So I understand.
They're missing some key points. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that you often find yourself asking, hey, I wonder why X won't talk about Y.
All day.
And I don't know. Any contract that I would have signed would have turned this into yet another softer radio show on video, littered with live reads for every sponsor that could be crammed into every single episode possible, devoid of the sketches, the change my mind type segments, the spontaneity, the levity that's made this show exactly what it is. Oh, and by the way, I was told would never work by the same powers that be.
I think he should keep doing his thing independent, man. Keep it independent. Why would you sign like that? That contract was like damn near selling your soul. Man, a bunch of penalties. If you had like a sick day, that's crazy. That sounds ridiculous.
Real reason the stakes are so high for us here, but me specifically, look, either I'm a break glass in case emergency candidate here, just to start a network and to actually start helping people out there who don't enjoy the same luxuries that we do of being independent. Either that's my role moving forward, or this isn't for me. And here's the thing, all at once it kind of hit me, and I had to take some time, I hope you understand, to really pray and contemplate this. And it hit me. After all of these years, even after all this time, after all of you have voted with your dollar and your viewership and your support, you've shown what's possible in supporting this, the largest show in the conservative movement, bar none, just to be clear. And I don't often advertise that. I don't lead my show with that. I want the content to speak for itself. But I also realize that you need to understand you're a part of something bigger than maybe you realize. It's the biggest show in the movement, bar none. The last election night on Rumble, bigger numbers than any mainstream show on YouTube.
Killing it. I got to get more active on Rumble. I got videos on there. Like every time I upload a video, get sent to Rumble. But I want to start doing some streams on there, man. I want to start getting some more content going. Way more content.
That's significant. That's you. Well, I'm grateful and humble. False humility does you a disservice. But even after all this time, after all of you have voted with your dollar, with your viewership, with your support, after you've set records, it wasn't, and it's not, I should say in the present tense, it's not that the suits in charge of these places, BigCon and these sites, these media companies, it's not that they still believe that this show can't work. Yeah, it's not that they any longer believe that you don't exist. Those at the top, those pulling the strings in BigCon, are bothered precisely by the fact that you do. They don't want a group of rebellious rabble-rousers who want to learn, fight like hell, and laugh together. You're no value if you can't all be kept in line to some degree.
Damn. He kicking that talk right now. Yo, whoa. I don't know if he's talking about Daily Wire. We don't know. Man. I just want to clarify. We don't know who he's talking about. I wish he would say a name. I wish he would tell us who out here having their contracts wild, but I guess that is a bad business move, right?
I don't mean some master plan to eliminate you.
The only reason why he would do that, but let me not say the only reason, but a good reason, I guess, is like what one of you guys said earlier in the chat. It's a business move. It's a negotiating tactic, right? So he's going to bash their practice without saying who they are, and then maybe get a better offer, and then say how good they are. That's a possibility. I've seen a lot of people do that within business.
You just subdue you a little bit, just soften your edges a little bit, just play ball a little more, so we can keep our content all monetized and keep having cocktails with those in charge of big tech. They want you to do that, and they're forcing many of the people you watch to do that. I can't do that.
Crazy.
I can't do that. And I'm willing to bet that most of you watching right now can't do that. Okay, you know what? No. Let me rephrase. Of course I could. Of course I could do that. I won't do that. And I'm willing to bet that most of you won't either. Let me know just how many of you won't. Enter in your email at stopbigcon.com. Now, I just need some time to figure out how to do this.
That's right.
The requirement for infrastructure.
I think him starting a network is pretty dope. I think he could definitely do it. Get some up and coming channels or podcasts and start supporting them and helping them and guide them, right? And like show them how to be able to create their own and do it. That's fire. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Structure is light years beyond what we need for just this show. Some time to solve this puzzle as to how I can best and most efficiently accommodate you. And hopefully, sometimes restore my faith in a movement which frankly has been shaken by some, not all, There are a lot of good people in this movement, but some really bad actors among us. And rather than throw anyone under the bus or continue this long, drawn-out drama playing out in the public square, I'd rather focus on how to serve you, the only people who truly matter in this movement and to this company, and I would say to the future of this country, you, the average American who's watching, not the person who's creating content and friendly contracts, you, right now, at home, in your car, in your truck, wherever you are, hands on the wheel.
That's what's up.
So in the interim, as I figure this out, pardon my dust, I'll still be on my social media pages. The silence is over now. I know I've been sort of gone to radio silence. I'll still be doing stand-up shows that you can always check out at louderwithbetter.com/tour. I'll actually probably do some more of those. I think I'm in Kentucky.
Is he taking a break from creating content for a while so he could focus on this?
Of February 10th, you can go and check it out. I may even upload the occasional video. I don't know. Also, I don't really do a lot of press. The last time I did it was I Think the Box Apocalypse because I just do this show. And for the first time in a while, I'll make myself available. I'll talk about this. So anyone who wants to learn more, anyone who has the balls to talk about this, isn't afraid from the backlash of maybe not getting the guests from the people who want to try and pinch us, you can send an email to media@louderwithcrowder.com and send in your inquiries here. I'll make myself available to talk about this.
Now, I'm about to send some emails, man. I'm about to send some emails. At least I can get more information. I'll let you guys know what's up.
If we are going to keep doing this, we need to do it right. And I need to do this in a way that does right by you, because you are the future of this country. You are the catalyst for change, not some major media company, not some guy in a boardroom figuring out ways to sell you more reverse mortgages, gold, or pocket catheters. It's you. It's always been you.
Real talk.
Those in Big Con would do well to not lose sight of that. So I want to be clear. Make no mistake. The liberals out there foaming at the mouth. This is not me turning against conservatism or an incident of friendly fire at all. Everything that I've ever stood for, I'm standing for now.
He's going against big business.
It's precisely because I believe what I say that I'm doing this. And by the way, too many of these people aren't our friends. So this is the last call to those conservative businesses in on the Big Con. You have a chance. Join me in making this right. You know you've lost your way. It's never too late to correct the course. We can all work together and fix this. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have.
That's yo, Finn. That contract is. You should burn it. Then burn it right there. Burn it in front of everybody.
Have to be this way. There's no reason that it is this way. I don't know why. I've tried to get an answer. I don't understand. It doesn't have to be this way. Let's all reset and do it right. And if not, hey, I'll do it without you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send an email.
And Mug Club is coming for all of it. The viewers
going on
and the talent. Now, everyone else, everyone who's watched, listened, paid attention in any way, either right now or throughout the years, I just ask that you join me in letting them know that there are far more of us, far more of you.
Call to action out here in these streets. He's saying have audio, just don't understand his accent or something. Maybe I'm playing it too fast.
Than of them. Demand change, demand better. Be a signatory. That's what this is. It's not just entering in your email. It's letting these people know at Big Con that you want something different, that you require better. Because you know what? I am going to march into these people's offices, these nameless, faceless people's offices, with your declaration and the number of you who exist. Those in Big Con are personally going to know just how many of you are equally pissed. You and the number of you out there are officially going to be the report card. Not a handful of old money billionaires, not career, political, and nonprofit lobbyists. You. You're a signatory. This is the report card. And all of you are the reckoning. And if enough of you draft me, fine. I'll be your instrument. Otherwise, what are we doing here? Stop Big Con.
I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. I wish he did say a name so we can know who. There's a lot of speculations, Daily Wire, but I don't want to just put that on them. Like, let's be clear, man. Let's be clear. We don't know. We don't know yet, right? If I find out, I'll be the first one to speak on it, man.